Welcome to the SoberQ podcast.
Hello, my name's Garry and I'm alcoholic, and I want to share a little on step 2. I thought when I came into Alcoholics Anonymous that I didn't really need step 2. I didn't look at step 2. I went straight from step 1. Once I understood that I am an alcoholic, that I'm powerless over alcohol and my life's become unmanageable, I was able to accept that, and I jumped straight to step 3, and I made that decision at the time, which seemed a reasonably easy decision to make, to turn my will and my life over to the care of God. And I didn't have much understanding of what that meant, but it says in the book that when this decision was made, even though there was only a beginning, it says on page 63 that though if honestly and humbly made an effect, sometimes a very great one was felt at once, and that was my experience. It might not be exactly at once, but overnight I knew the next day that something had changed. I began to become aware of the change that had happened in me, and I had this feeling and this thought that I didn't need to drink anymore, which was very surprising after all my years of drinking and my attempts to stop drinking, which had been, it turns out, futile, and in fact I think made my drinking worse, that effort to keep on drinking. So I made a start on the steps and started to slowly understand that there was some blockages in the way of me actually turning my will and my life over to the care of God, that I had certain concepts, certain resentments that needed to be looked at and decisions made about them to be removed. And I came to understand as time went on that the root of the problem actually lied within myself. And this was to do with self-centeredness and self-seeking and running the show, all of those types of things that were stopping me from actually having the courage and willingness to turn my will and my life over to the care of God. But as time's gone on, I've gone back to step 2 to have a look at it and have a closer look at it, because I find it is really helping me that to get a clearer understanding of what concepts I may have about God that may not be correct. And some of those things, I like some of the things on the bottom of page 48 where it's talking about this, that we believe in many assumptions, but there is good evidence but no perfect visual proof. And I'm beginning to see that the laws of God aren't necessarily all that obvious. And the main law of God that I feel that I'm really starting to come to terms with as an underlying law is love. Is that law of love. And if I apply love, that is the solution to so many of my problems. So yes, I feel that step 2, even if for someone who's been around for a long time, it's worth a lot of examination and going back and really trying to be clear about what is God to me, what really is God, and what is this hidden power that's talked about, that's behind everything. So I'll leave it there. Thanks for your time. Bye.
If you would like to share your experience on a recovery question, visit the SoberQ podcast website at soberq.com. Thanks for listening.